Hey there, my amazing soul family. I am back with another video. My name is Chelsea Curtis, and I am a reality architect, an interdimensional channel, a psychic medium, and a galactic ambassador. For those of you who don't know, I do a lot of work with timelines. You can go look at my website. I offer one on one sessions where I help people shift timelines. This can be anywhere from helping you to align with the abundance that you've been manifesting. It can help you move into a space of being ready for the new career that you've been wanting. I essentially help people align with specific manifestations, or I just do general timeline alignment, which helps you to align with where your guides think that you should be and what they think you should be doing. And honestly, that's the most beneficial from what I have seen. But I also offer what is called timeline Reiki. So it's essentially Reiki, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. Reiki is more for your energy body. It is energy work done by a trained practitioner on your energy body, and it helps to release blockages and helps you heal your energy body and just move through specific types of energy that could be causing resistance or pain or a plethora of other issues that can pop up because of issues with the energy body. Timeline Reiki is that, but for your timeline. So, a lot of times I help large groups of people who watch my videos shift into a space of, let's say, being ready for a specific manifestation or being in a state of openness, or say, like we're doing today, releasing resistance, being very open minded, and being in a space of being ready to receive the clarity that I'm sure all of us are needing, as a lot of these more uncomfortable decisions, these painful decisions are popping up for us that need to be made. So, this is a very meditative practice. I very much suggest finding a space where you can be alone, where you can have a few minutes to yourself, getting into a comfortable position, whether that be sitting or laying down, and just bring yourself into a space of being ready to receive. I do have people that have expressed to me that they have experienced this in a very physical way, or they have a very large emotional release after the energy work is done or during. Please let me know down below how you experience this. I always love hearing people's experience with my work, but go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable position and we will go ahead and begin. So, again, we are shifting into a state of releasing control, of being very open minded, of releasing resistance so that we can receive clarity. We can allow the changes that need to take place for us to take place. We can listen to our intuition to make the decisions that feel right for us on our path toward our divine purpose. All right. All right. So just take a couple deep breaths for me. Go ahead and breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and release. 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that one more time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and release. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. All right, so just sit here for just a minute. If you're watching the screen, I am going to be doing some hand movements. This is just part of my process. I'm just kind of manipulating and moving the energy around, so don't let it distract you. I'm going to set the intention. Shift into a vibrational frequency of Everyone watching this video is surrendering. Everyone watching this video is deeply surrendering. Everyone watching this video is deeply surrendering to the process that they are undergoing. And in this surrender, they are finding peace. And with this peace is coming clarity. Within this surrender, they are finding peace, which is leading them to clarity. Within this surrender, they are finding peace, which is leading them to clarity. All right, they're saying we're ready. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do a fairly large timeline jump today. I have certain ways that they show me what this jump is going to look like. And today we're going to be walking through a door. So I'm going to describe to you what I'm seeing so that you can kind of visualize with me. I want you to imagine yourself standing in a room completely white, and in front of you is a door frame. Very plain white door frame with a white door and a brass doorknob. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open that door for us. And beyond that door, as it swings open, you see just void space. This is what the space between timelines looks like. Just void space. Because when we pass from one timeline to another, we move through the void and it can feel uncomfortable. We are passing to a timeline of surrender, peace, and of clarity. We are passing to a timeline of surrender, of peace, and of clarity. We are passing to a timeline of surrender, of peace, and of clarity. All right. I want you to imagine yourself stepping up to the edge of the doorway, toes just at the end before it drops off into the void. And on the count of 3, you feel me push you out into the void. 1, 2, 3. And in that moment, you release the old. We take off from that old timeline, that old vibrational frequency, and you see yourself rapidly propelled through the void as we move to the next timeline. You see other timelines move past. We're still moving as we get to the timeline that we're searching for. All right, I see it ahead. We're moving straight for it. Just as we reach the timeline, you gently turn up so your feet are facing the ground and very gingerly are sat down on the timeline. The smooth landing represents the gentleness of the shift, even though maybe it hasn't felt gentle thus far. Now I want you to, wherever you are, go ahead and sit up straight and imagine yourself sitting on this new timeline. And on this new timeline, you're surrounded by towering trees, lush grass, birds chirping. It's the perfect temperature, beautiful setting, tranquil, peaceful, calm. There's nothing here that needs your time or your mind. Everything here is just meant for you to enjoy. I want you to imagine out of the soles of your feet, roots going down into that grassy, green floor. And at the very center of this timeline, and all timelines look like discs of dirt, like someone cut a huge disc of dirt out of the earth and lifted it up. And at the core of each of them is a heart, just like the one that Mother Gaia has. So I want you to reach your roots down into that core and connect it in. I want you to repeat after me. On this timeline of peace, of surrender, and of clarity, I ground myself. Now I want you to imagine that heart as glowing. Allow it to show you what color it is. Imagine that color traveling up your root system, all the way up into the soles of your feet, and up through your body, through your ankles and your calves, your knees and your thighs, your pelvic region, your stomach, and your back, your chest and your shoulders, your arms, all the way down into your fingertips, through your neck, and then into your head. This is grounding us into this timeline, keeping us here so that we can have this experience as we move through the rest of aligning with this energy. I want you to take a really deep breath. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you guys. I highly suggest coming back, watching this video a few more times over the next few days as we continue to move through this energy, just to keep connected with that energy, to keep connected with that new timeline that we have now established ourselves on. I want you to make sure that you are performing some kind of a grounding ritual. And if you would like, if that is something you are interested in, I can post a grounding ritual, a grounding meditation here on YouTube. Just leave me some comments down below. It's typically fairly short, maybe 5 to 8 minutes long. It's not a long meditation. But just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But grounding yourself into that new timeline is imperative, as it will help you to continue not only to connect yourself with the intention of surrendering, of connecting to that peace, connecting to the clarity that will come with that peace, but it will also help you to connect to that new timeline that we have landed on. Okay? I love you guys so much. And don't forget, as always, you are so incredibly beautiful. You are pure fucking magic. You are irrevocably loved. And you are never alone. I love you guys so much.